everyone and welcome back. Today we're watching some more Better Call Saul. We're on season 3 episode 8 and today we'll be watching episode 8 and 9 in one sitting so that it leaves the finale for next week, but it just so happened that when I started doing 2 episodes it's the way it fell. And I have to say I'm not mad at it because I kind of like the fact that next time I'll be watching the finale and the first episode of season 4. I like that because I can dip my toes a little bit and have like the big finale but also see what it brings, I like that. So alright, so this one is titled Slip. Slip and Jimmy. Alright, let's go. Back in the days.
Let there be light.
Mark.
It's where your mom used to work, right back there doing the books.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you get up there when you were a kid?
Couple of milk crates, All right.
Special coins?
No. Boom. Indian head penny. All right, that's worth about $3. We polish it up, run the coin game. This is actually rare. I mean, you can see it. 300, easy.
Now you're gonna tell me what your coin collection was doing up there.
That's a long story. I was, 12 or so. I was working the register. It pays with a couple bucks, and this. Second I see it, I know what it is. It's a George Washington silver. Tell my dad, Pop, this quarter is rare. It's worth $4. Barely get the words out of my mouth. He hightails it out of here to give it back. He can't find the guy, so he tapes it to the side of the register. He's hoping that this guy will come back so he can return it. And after that, every day after school, I'm checking the till. Something catches my eye, stick it in the box, put it up there for good luck. So much for good luck.
It's a crying shame they lost this place.
Every deadbeat in the neighborhood owed him money. You come in here with a sob story, you leave with a pat on the back and a gallon of milk. He could have sold beer and cigarettes to the kids from Mary Margaret's, but oh no, not him. Never gonna do what he had to do.
What do you say? Time to get moving?
Let's go.
Mike. What are you looking for?
Yeah, I was out on your property this afternoon. Found a dead body. It was past the Oasis Motel billboard. I was out with my metal detector looking for arrowheads. Went out there to find him before the coyotes do.
Over here, I've recorded the location of the incident.
The
that is
guy-
where I was physically when it began.
Wait.
This column.
Shh. Okay, wait, because that's Chuck. I'm thinking this is the guy that they got killed, right? That Hector, the driver, right? Because otherwise I have no idea why he's doing this. Anyway, okay, so he found her and now he's explaining something to her.
Gives approximate origin. And of course, I've recorded the times and dosages of the medicine.
Later in the session, I'd like to give you some exercises and strategies that might help even more.
I'm all ears.
How do
I
you
like
see
that.
your next step?
Well, clearly, with this kind of improvement, it won't be long before I'm back to work full time with no accommodations. And soon after, I want to get back into court. I haven't argued a case in almost 3 years. And I want to get these lights turned back on. I want this house to be full of music.
I feel like also Jimmy out of the
I want
law.
to be surrounded by friends and
He feels
colleagues.
like he can breathe.
But Rome wasn't built in a day. You've just begun a journey that could take years.
Surely you'd admit that every case is different.
Of course.
Then perhaps my recovery might be speedier.
I'm just cautioning you not to push yourself too hard.
Yeah.
Let's talk
He's
about
very
the night you first called
optimistic.
me. You sounded very distressed.
I was.
Using a telephone must have been difficult for you. What made it so important to talk to me that night?
I'd had an incident, a very public incident, perhaps the worst experience of my life. Beyond the shadow of a doubt that there was a battery a fully charged battery almost next to my skin for the better part of 2 hours. And I felt nothing.
What does that mean to you?
This condition, to me, it's as real as that chair. It's as real as you. But what if it's not? What if it's all in my head? Then what have I done?
Honestly, I'm happy for him.
Get set for the master shot.
Just about.
I gotta hand it to you.
We're doing it.
This is the busiest weekday we've had in the last 6 months.
And
I just got off the phone with the station. You don't even work for them.
I never said I worked for the station. I Saul Goodman Productions.
Remind me, how much is all this gonna cost?
Exactly what we talked about.
What's to stop us from paying the station to just keep running the one we have?
That's not what we agreed to. How about that for starters?
He did give us the first one for free. Yeah, I know. But we pay you $450 for the one that already aired, and then we take it from there.
It's my commercial, and you can't run it without my permission.
Oh, okay. $450 is now off the table. Yeah, and that crew of yours? Yeah, just a bunch of UNM students. We are not going to pay you $6,500 for something that we can do ourselves. You got it?
Seriously.
Then do it yourselves.
Excuse us.
So they just got that first one for free, and then they're... Ugh.
What?
Put that camera back up. Roll it.
It's not going to do a damn thing.
Don't give me any lip, okay? Just roll it. Make sure it's pointed in my direction.
Gonna make a scene.
Want to make sure there's no wiggle room here?
We are with customers right now.
Okay, well, best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Are you okay?
Drumstick, it was laying loose in the aisle.
Somebody call an ambulance.
No, you don't need to. I don't need.
Slippin' Jimmy.
Oh, yes, an ambulance. That's a good idea. You guys have liability insurance, right?
I got a friend, Billy Gatwood. He's a driller, has a small operation over near Farwell. His lawyer was a local guy, completely over his head. I told him about the job you're doing for us. I know he'd love to talk to you.
This is just Big Sky.
Oh, wow. I can't tell you how flattering that is.
Remember, Kim's got her hands full with Utah and Colorado.
Yeah, that's a lot for
As far as
her.
I'm concerned, she can feel whatever we throw at her and then some.
Kevin, your faith in
Barely.
me, it means a lot.
I thought I saw some familiar faces.
Howard.
Kim, sit. I insisted. Kevin.
Howard,
Kim's one of the best. You're lucky to have her.
she sure is. We sure are.
Seems like just yesterday she was logging hours in dock review. Always a pleasure to see one of our proteges spread her wings and leave the nest.
Shut up and go.
Well, I'll get out of your hair.
Yes.
Best of luck to all of you.
You too, Howard.
Would you excuse me for just a moment?
Hello again.
Howard, sit. I insist. Sorry to interrupt. I just needed to give Howard something.
Folks, this is Kim Wexler, a former member
Paying
of our
back
firm.
her-
Kim, this
her
is the
loans?
team from O'Malley Industries.
Is that a
Of course,
check?
I remember me, Austin. Good to meet you. Nice to meet you. Good to see all of you. Have a wonderful lunch, Howard.
So that he
Sorry to
can't
hold things up.
hold anything over her head.
Kevin, if you want to give me Mr. Gatwood's
Well done.
number, I'd be happy. Okay, Utah. The good news is the filing requirements are very similar to what we submitted for Arizona.
Oh, see one of our proteges. Blah,
What
blah,
the hell is this?
blah.
Look, Howard, you were very generous when I left HHM, but it never sat right with me that you covered my law school loans.
Seemed to sit right at the time.
I appreciate the gift, but now that I'm able to afford it, I want to pay you back.
I'm busting my ass trying to repair the reputation of the firm after you and Jimmy dragged it through the mud.
And by the way, it was all very convenient for you to ignore Chuck's illness when it suited you.
So I take you out of the mailroom, put you through law school, mentor you, and then when you leave and stab me in the back, that's my fault. I'm not cashing this. Kim, your debt is forgiven, but anything else, that's on you.
And also one thing is that Chuck, it's the push he needed, right? Like it sucks how it happened, but you see him actually seeking help and like he's making progress. And I love that for him. Is he practicing? Yeah, and who says the pocket will be like...
Hey, papá. Llegaste temprano. Me da gusto ver que estás tomando interés en el negocio. Un poco de la gamuza dorada y ven a echarme la mano.
Sí, papá, ya voy.
Blue shirt, brown wood, black mat.
He's trying to calm himself. It's right? It's a calming exercise. Naming stuff that you see.
Yellow bananas.
Red apples. Green apples.
Excuse me. Where would I find this? Soy milk?
The left, just past the freezer aisle.
He is doing so good. Oof. The alley of death. You got this. You got
Green
this.
basket. Gray floor.
Maybe that was a little too much. She did have concerns about that, right? He thinks he's special and that it'll be faster for him because he's Czech.
Courier on the way?
20 minutes.
Great. They'll need this pack of Gatwood oil by EOD. What's...
New guitar?
Hey.
That is something.
I sold the rest of my ads.
That must be a relief.
You probably gave him that so that he doesn't sue them.
With your finger?
Big picture, I'm up one guitar.
When did this happen?
Yesterday.
I saw you yesterday. You were fine.
That was Tuesday. You picked up clean clothes, remember? Look on the desk. There's something for you. That's my half. Good for the next 6 weeks. So at least we can stop talking about that.
Jimmy, I wasn't...
Just take it so we're square, all right?
Okay.
All right.
You don't have to push yourself like this. You could rest. Let your back heal, and then you go to community service and get it over with. Take some time. I could cover our expenses for a while. Not forever, but at least until you're back to 100%.
I appreciate the thought, but no. I'll do what I have to do to take care of my half. You do what you have to do to take care of yours. End of story.
Okay.
It's good that he never thinks of, he could take advantage of her.
Right.
She's offering it, but he still refuses to
Yes.
take advantage.
Feel better, Jimmy? Francesca, is it too late to get a hold of the courier?
I can call.
Cancel it and get Billy Gatwood on the phone for me.
You're gonna take him on instead?
Mr. Gatwood, hi, Kim Wexler. Listen, I've been reviewing your documents, and I thought I might have had to refer you to a colleague, but I think I may have a solution to your problem myself. Do you think you have some time this week? We could sit down and talk?
Wow. She's overworking herself
Chuck?
so much.
Oh, I knocked, but there was no answer. Thought you were asleep. Figured I'd wait in case... Are those groceries?
They
Oh,
are.
he did. He
I
made
decided
it.
to go for a little walk.
I wish it was just a social call, but unfortunately we do have an issue we need to discuss. What's that? It concerns your malpractice insurance. There's... Well, we should sit and talk it through.
Gotta take so that he takes off his jacket, yeah. This is awkward.
You're good. See you, Nacho.
Connector.
You could say bye.
This one looks funny.
Bring it here.
Let's all relax. Breathe.
See, is it fake?
No, it's fine.
It's not in his pocket.
I'm so
Sorry.
sorry, Don Hector.
It slipped. I'm sweaty. Now he needs to find another reason to go back.
Carlos, Nacho, that crew won't bother us no more. Hey, do me a favor. Shut up.
Just making conversation.
You're good.
When he hear that? So yeah, he would take off his jacket because of the AC, but also I feel like without, like even with the AC, Nacho would be sweating his ass off. Wow. He probably practiced so much. Ew.
McGill, keep it moving.
So he really did hurt his back a little, right?
Oh, but she's sick. She caught pneumonia at daycare. She's in the hospital. Please, can I go? Sounds like that's on you.
How much is it worth to you?
What?
To ditch this. Come on, you want to get to your deal or what?
Man, I was just trying to see my sick kid.
You're trying to sell something you shouldn't have to someone who shouldn't be buying it.
What are you, a narc?
I'm the guy who's gonna get you out of here and let you keep your hours. Hey, you got a couple grand in your sock.
How do you know that?
$700. You can get me out of here.
Okay, go pick up trash. Go on.
The hell's this?
Resting. Hurt my back.
You're not getting your hours.
I'm gonna sue you.
Hate to break it to you, smart guy, but you signed a waiver.
Signed a waiver with the city. But I'm not suing the city. I'm suing you, personally.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
I think I'll bring that guy in with me and make it a class action thing. Direct violation of your duties as an agent of the state of New Mexico.
I'm only doing my job. You're full of shit. The waiver clearly
that
states...
waiver's gonna make Swiss cheese look solid. And in a personal lawsuit, it's a fart in the wind.
A fart in the wind.
You're never gonna win that.
Maybe not.
That made me laugh.
In order, $90 an hour. Out here, you might be King Douche Nozzle, but in court, you are little people. Let my friend here visit his sick daughter in the hospital, and you can let me rest my back on the sacred, now litter-free New Mexico soil. Oh, and we keep our hours.
Fine. Asshole.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Some shit on my shit right there.
His back really hurts.
That's 700 I don't never spent. Yo, I'm on my way. Yeah.
Was it true that his daughter is in a hospital? I'm not clear on that.
I've got a problem I think you can help me with. I've got cash I can't spend. If anything happens to me, my family will never see it. You opened this place to solve a similar problem.
And you think that solution could be applied to you? It would be unwise for us to be publicly associated. Wouldn't you agree?
Because of the Salamancas.
If they were to take notice, there would be consequences for both of us. Perhaps there is a way. One with a degree more difficulty. One I may be able to arrange.
Would 20% overcome this difficulty?
I would not take money from your family.
So it begins. Their collaboration. I like that he says he's not gonna take money from him because he doesn't need it, right? And he likes Mike. Curious to see what they come up with, but boy oh boy, we saw Jimmy slipping And I always like to hear him talk about his upbringing and with his dad, the way that, you know, he saw his dad kind of get taken advantage of, and just like, you know, remember when we saw actual flashbacks and that the guy said like you either get taken advantage of or you take advantage of people. And I think Jimmy, in a way, his dad was like the embodiment of goodness, right? Which is amazing and something to be inspired by. But then is like he sees that sometimes when you want to make things better for yourself, you have to kind of seize opportunities. And it's not even, it wouldn't have been bad to, like, literally that guy paid you for stuff and he gave you this coin, he gave it to you, so it's not wrong for you to take it, even if it's worth more, you know. And then, oh, look, this one's worth this. And then instead of being like, oh, I'm gonna go give it back, it's like, why not? Why can't we win? Why can't we have something nice? Why can't we use that to make things better for, I know that it was just like a coin that was worth like $3 or $4, he said, but it could be something else. Just why can't we just be lucky and have something nice, you know? So in a way, I understand him then being like, oh, me taking like this coin. And that's probably what Chuck was talking about when he was saying like he kept taking from the register, but it was to, like he said, like good luck, and just he thought this coin was special and maybe someday it would be worth more. So it wasn't in this like, oh, I'm stealing money from the register, I'm stealing money from my dad and his business. It's just like, maybe I don't want to work and be behind a cash register for just making ends meet, you know, which I think is fair. So that makes us understand, you know, Jimmy's mentality a little bit more. And now he's just, you know, he's slipping back into his old habits of just doing what it takes to keep the lights on. And by that, I mean just stay afloat. You know, he's not making extravagant money. He's just trying to make his half, which is good enough for him, because before that, it was a couple of hundreds here and there just to buy beer and just to, you know, have fun. And now he just wants to pay his half and not take advantage of Kim, because it would be easy for him to just be like, oh yeah, just while I'm, you know, getting back on my feet, so that he wouldn't have to worry and he could just like do nothing. But he's still like trying to find ways. So yeah, Chuck's doing better. He's pushing himself, and that I like to see that, because what I want for him is to just like keep like focus on himself and his life and stop focusing on Jimmy, which I get that it was hard because Jimmy was, you know, he felt like he had an obligation towards the law. Keep Jimmy out of it. And now that he's out of it and that he's got this little push to seek help, he can actually like focus on that, because he doesn't have to worry about Jimmy, the chimp with the machine gun, right? So clearly it has an effect on how bad his condition is, and he also realized that maybe it's not as real as he thought, and it was be more in his head, which it is. And the way he wants to be back in court and stuff, and just like be able to be his best self, maybe he sees it as being like, I get better, and then in a year I can, you know, be well prepared to try to take Jimmy out again, you know? So, yeah, let's keep going.